Listen, I want to give some words of wisdom for some of you men and women that's considering moving in with your significant other, like your girlfriend or your boyfriend. I'm not talking about people that's married. I'm talking about boyfriend and girlfriend. Somebody you just met a week ago. Somebody you met a month ago. Somebody that you're dating. Listen, words of wisdom, have your own place. Have your own place. Let me tell you, I have met so many people that were not married that decided to move in together. And when things went down, they didn't have a place to go to. They didn't have a place to go to because they both was on the lease. Some of the breakup was ugly. It was nasty. And listen, just have your own place. I'm telling you. When you guys are together, you can go to your place. They can go to theirs. When drama hit, you can go to your place. They can go to theirs. You don't have to worry about all the rigmarole because I'm going to tell you something. If a person feels that they can live with you, hey, you just as enough as good to be married to them. You should be good enough to be proposed to. You should be good enough to be married to them and have a commitment with them. I've seen it where young women will have men move in their place because the man wants to pay bills. Let me tell you something. When somebody pay your bills, they don't come for free. It's going to cost you something, y'all. It's going to cost them legs. It's going to cost what's in between those legs. I'm telling you. Ain't nobody going to move in and pay your bills and it's free, y'all. You're going to have to give up something. You're going to have to give up self-respect. You're going to have to give up some of that body for somebody to pay them bills because it ain't for free. Let me tell you something. It is best for men and women to have their own place. When they're dating, I'm telling you, I've seen it where men been played, not just the women. I've seen it where young men have moved women in. The guy could have been about 30, 35, and he's with somebody 20, 21, 23. And this woman plays them because, you know, at a certain age, you're immature. You know, I don't care what anybody say, but age does matter. With a lot of things, age does matter. Somebody may comment and say, well, I met my husband, I met my wife. We're 20 years apart. We're 10 years apart. Hey, to each his own. It probably did work for you, but as a whole, as a majority, when you are young and you have a lot of growing up to do, yes, I know there are old fools out here. I get it. I understand. But I'm talking about the majority of the times. I'm speaking of when you're young, you have a lot of growing to do, a mental development, a lot of experiences that you haven't been through. I'm saying that's majority of young people. It is best to get your own place because, again, I've seen it where some men can't get their own place. Their credit isn't the best. So, yeah, they'll move in with a young lady and agree to pay bills. They'll pay the bills. But they don't have any credit established. They don't have, probably never had an apartment. No type of credit history. No type of paying their own bill history. Listen, you got to look at all of that. You have to look at all of that. That is words of wisdom. That is some advice I want to share, to have your own place. I'm telling you, it keeps all confusion down. They have their place. You have yours. Listen, I remember when I was young, I wanted to, even at this age, I'm single. I don't want a man that don't have his own place, that doesn't pay bills and he's not responsible. Listen, when you're paying bills, it shows a level of responsibility. You have a level of responsibility because, like I said, there are some men out here, they don't have their own place. They don't pay bills. Yeah, they making money, but nothing established. No type of history where, you know, there's some consistency. You can see that they're, you know, what they do with their money. That is so important. Listen, again, I'm just giving words of wisdom. It's good to have your own place. When you guys see one another, you go to your place and they go to theirs. It keeps a lot of confusion down. When things get rough, I mean, because everybody don't have a family to go to. If you're living with somebody and things get out of control and you got to move out and you guys want to split, everybody may not have a family to go to. Everybody can't go to mama. Everybody can go to their sister or auntie. Some people are actually stuck. So I just wanted to give some words of wisdom that, you're dating, you're a boyfriend, you're a girlfriend. Don't play house. Have your own place. It's just words of wisdom. People gonna do what they gonna do, but I'm telling you, it is best to have your own place. I've always had my own place. Even if I struggled with it, it didn't matter. I wanted my own place. I didn't want to move in with a man. Listen, only way I'm moving in with a man is if he's my husband, because I'm not finna play house with anybody. I wanted to share these words of wisdom. It's best to have your own place. Pay your own bills. You don't need nobody to meet you halfway if they're not your spouse. Have your own bills to pay, because I'm gonna tell you something. When somebody pay your bills, like I said, baby, that ain't free. That ain't free. And I want to say this too, because I've seen it where young women will move a man in who barely has a job or who doesn't have a job, using their vehicle while the woman goes to work. I'm talking about a boyfriend. This woman is going to work while her boyfriend is living in her house. She's paying the bills. Her boyfriend is just eating off of her. While she goes to work, he's in her car that she pays. He's driving her car, and some of these men are trifling. I'm not male bashing men. I'm just making a point. I've seen this where some men will take a woman's vehicle that she's paying for and they go see another woman while this woman is at work. For real? You guys, just words of wisdom. When you are dating, it is best that you stay where you're living and that person stay where they're living. Keeps all commotion down, because again, you're not married and I wouldn't want to play house. We're not playing house. That's when you got self-respect for yourself. Pay your own bills. If it's a struggle, get you a roommate. Get you a female roommate. Get somebody and find somebody. But like I said, bills getting paid ain't for free. I wanted to give those words of wisdom. I hope this helps somebody on today. Take care. God bless.